Let's see. Do you see him in the attendee? No, he's
He's
here
here,
he
yeah.
is. Edu. Promote to panelist. Great.
Hallelujah.
Hello, Ben.
I think everyone can hear us already, so welcome everybody. Good, let's wait
Hello, welcome.
for a few more
Hello.
attendees, but welcome from our side as well. So I'm Benedict, together with Manuel and Maria. We are leading the current chapter of Fauna Institute Austria, but as mentioned, we'll start in 2 minutes. Let's wait for the rest to come in. Okay, so you don't have to wait too long. Let's get started. Welcome again from my side. My name is Benedict. I have been one of the co-program leads of the Fauna Institute in Austria. And today is the moment that many of us, at least from our attendees, have been waiting for a long time. And that is the graduation of the very, very first batch of our first accelerator program here in Austria, actually with a lot of people, not only from Austria, but from all over the place. It was quite a ride, and we are very happy and very proud to show you the ones that managed to get through this super hard program. With me are Maria and Manuel. Maria, Manuel, wave at the camera, or if you want to say a few words.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maria. I'm one of also the local leaders for the Founder Institute Austria, and been helping Manuel, Ben, and of course all the founders to go through this 3 months extensive program. And we're very proud to be here with our founders. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Manuel. I'm the third local founder, a local leader, Founder Institute Austria. So I'm in digital business for more than 20 years and worked for different startups, and I'm very happy to give my experience to other startups and founders. And it was a very, very nice journey also for us. So also we learned a lot. I learned a lot. It was great, and I'm happy to present you our first chapter today. Thank you.
Yes, so we have a bit of a program ahead of us. Not too long, don't worry, for the ones that have been to some of our first events. This one is a bit of a crisper one because we are looking into sneak peek of the starter pitches. Right now, that's what we're doing is welcome and introduction, so welcome. Then I will very briefly talk about what the Founder Institute actually is, but in a very short version, and especially about, and Manuel will help me on that, what the Founder Institute actually provides the people that manage to go through it. Then you will have a super quick sneak peek at the startup pitches, as we said, and then a quick Q&A, networking, for all the ones that are here. There's actually some of our mentors here as well, I've seen, to get a bit of an insight into both what it means to be a founder, what it means to go through the Founder Institute, and how it is to be here in this program together with us. Cool. Some of you know this already. So the Founder Institute is the world's largest pre-seed startup accelerator. Pre-seed means it's really for people that just have an idea or are just about to develop an idea early stage. So it's really, really, really early on. What also leads to the fact that there can be a lot of companies in there, since you take a lot through their idea stages and then bring them super quickly to a more evolved company. We're in more than 90 countries, over 5,000 companies already, and 20,000 mentors. All of them, or most of them, are actually founders themselves. And you can see there is quite some success there. Our product portfolio and our startup portfolio is actually quite big, and our alumni got a lot of funding, in total over 1 billion of funding for all the startups that came out of the Founder Institute combined. Why is the Founder Institute actually happening? So this is Adeo, the founder of Founder Institute, and one of his quotes that we put here because we like it very much is, "There is no shortage of problems facing humanity, but there is a shortage of ambitious entrepreneurs trying to solve them." And entrepreneurship is really, I mean, there's so much going on in the world. There's so many small and big problems, and there's also so many niches that are not exploited yet, that there's always, if you want to be an entrepreneur, a chance to build something that has an impact beyond just your own capacities, but that leverages other talent, that leverages technology to really have a larger impact. And that's what we want to help you with. So we as the Founder Institute really give support beyond this program that we that our participants now graduate from. It's you have, yes, the core program at the beginning, which is 3 to 4 months, where you do take from an idea stage through a really tough program. You bring them and we bring them really up to incorporating, being clear on what do they actually want to do with their product, validating the hypothesis, developing go-to-market strategies, etc., etc. But actually, after this, for the few survivors who managed to really evolve the idea that far, there are a few other programs, but Manuel will talk about this a bit later, that will support them in the coming months and years. And then there's a lot of lifetime support, access to the mentors beyond that, and also support in funding and fundraising. So our first cohort, we're still in our child shoes, how we say, or Kinderschuhe. There was many hundreds of people that attended our initial events. Out of these, 138 applied. And out of these, we filtered out quite a few, and in the end, 28 enrolled. And out of these, there's only a few survivors and 5 finalists. Actually, it's 7 people, but 5 companies, which you will see a bit later. So actually, these were 28 enrolled people and 5 finishing companies that came out of it. So 2 of them have actually 2 people with us. And what you can see from these numbers is actually that this program is really hard. Founder Institute is hard because you're starting early, you're starting with an idea, and very often people, what we also witnessed here, figure out, maybe it's not the idea I want, because if I have to work so, like when you have to work so hard on an idea, you finally realize very quickly, is it really worth it? Is it really motivating me enough? And I will talk about this a bit later as well, that I want to go through this hard program. And a lot of people said, maybe not, or maybe not yet. Maybe they were not ready yet, or maybe the idea was not the perfect fit yet, because people really have to go through an aggressive business growth sprint to really push their business forward every week for 4 months. And we had people that also had their day job next to it, which is really impressive. So kudos to them again. But every week you have like a whole set of tasks that you need to go through that are important to really, in the end, have your business set up. You have weekly ratings and reviews from a network of mentors. So there's like pitch almost every week. Somebody had to give a pitch and they were rated. And often also quite hard feedback on that, but they did survive. So every Founder Institute graduate has built a fast growing and meaningful company with a validation and support from some of the top entrepreneurs, advisors, and investors. And I'm really looking forward to hearing the pitches here now, and you can also look forward to that. By the way, if you're interested yourself, you can use this test, which is like an assessment test if you're actually cut out to be an entrepreneur. So if you're interested in that, just type this in fi.co/join/DNA and figure out if you're an entrepreneur, and if you might want to join our program as well. Anyway, as mentioned, these people have actually managed, and they've proven, yes, they have the DNA. So congratulations to our new graduates. I want to give a warm applause to them. So I don't know, it's virtual. So anyway, give a warm applause to them. Really impressive work that has been done over the past month. It was tough for all people involved, but they made it. Here is the 5 that made it with their super nice logos as well. Aurora, Musica Lingua, Light Up Impact, Light Plan, and oh, there's no name here, the Vertical Farms. But they will all tell you all about what they will do in their products in just a few minutes. And I also want to thank our partners that were here. So we worked also with the Vienna Business Agency to support us in some of the things we do here. Talent Garden Vienna supported us with space. So if you've seen our early events, when COVID wasn't as hard yet, we had some of the events streaming live from Talent Garden, and they also gave us some support in their spaces. Then also WMWP Rechtsanwälte helped us with localizing a lot of these equity agreements that are needed to really be ready for funding. But also many marketing partners like Female Founders, the Female Factor. Some of you might have noticed both in our public events and in our mentoring pool, there's actually a high number of female entrepreneurs, which we are very proud of. Also der Brutkasten to give us some media coverage, Startup Life, same, and 021 also with a lot of support. I just want to say a few words again before we go into what the benefits these people will actually have. I mentioned it before, it's really tough, and you saw a lot of people that really left the program early on, and it's really important to really know why you want to be an entrepreneur and why specifically this idea and this project might fit to you. And I just want to give you this thought. It's just 2-3 minutes. Because your personal why, you should really be clear on it and stand to it. It doesn't matter if it's something that some people might say, oh, well, that's not that exciting if this is your motivation. It's important that your motivation is really aligned with your idea. And why, oh, why, my why? Usually in the early phases of a startup, your personal whys also shape the why of your startup, the kind of people you attract, the kind of products you build, the kind of interactions you have. So why you do something is the root of the values and the root of the culture you will instill in your projects. Also, by the way, to your jobs for the ones who are not entrepreneurs yet, also in your jobs, but especially in a startup, because you put the seeds in there for a large, potentially and hopefully organization that will always come back to this, why was this company started? And if there's a discrepancy between your personal motivation and the stated motivation of your startup, you will likely get demotivated, and also the people that you interact with will notice that. So you need to be as clear as possible about your personal why. And we really saw this also with our graduates, that they're really clear that why they're doing this, what is their passion behind it, what is their motivation, and this really helped propel them forward. And of course, you need to be honest to yourself about your why. So it's not only clear, but also honest. So what is your why? How many of you are doing actually startups or want to do startups because you want to have a positive impact on the world? How many of you are doing this because you want to get rich? How many of you are doing this because it's exciting you? So really think about something like this when you continue your entrepreneurial journey, and also remind yourself when you're already on that entrepreneurial journey, why are you doing this? And is it still making you get up in the morning, or you're just doing it because it's a duty, because you feel like, oh, now I have this, I should continue doing it? Or are you still clear on what this is? You don't need to be a selfless hero to inspire yourself and others. Very, very, very important. And there's many examples of successful business people that are known to be a little bit of jerks, but because they're so driven of purpose and they are so clear on the why. I mean, Steve Jobs is always cited at that. He was not so pleasant to work with, but he somehow instilled this inspiring purpose in people because he was so well aligned with it. So you don't need to be selfless. Just be yourself and be clear on why you're doing things. So why then? Many, many reasons that could be there. Just something for the ones that are thinking of building a startup. Just examine what excites you and drives you. There's many perfectly valid reasons to be excited, like feeling good about helping others, wanting to leave a mark in the world, saving the world, stopping evil things from happening, wanting to prove that you can do better than others in an industry. Actually, wanting to one-up people is surprisingly often something, especially for employees that have a bit of a rebel streak, that they get frustrated and say, okay, I will show you all of your managers and directors and whoever that I can do it better. Perfectly valid reason. Also wanting admiration, it's a bit of a dangerous one, but it can also be a perfectly valid reason. Also the feeling of being needed, sometimes power, liking your project partners, like really enjoying working together with people, expressing yourself creatively, or just the joy of building something and solving problems, or also valid, making money. If it's something that you're really truly excited about, all of these reasons are perfectly valid. Just be honest to yourself and be clear about it. So you're really clear what you want and how you want to go and continue with it. Just a few words, both for our recent our new graduates and the people that are thinking about starting the startup. Always start with your why and start really having a good hard look at what is your motivation and what excites you in the things you do, and take this as a basis for your startup. Cool. Now I would then hand over to actually the moment that many of you been waiting for, and I would hand over for this to Maria to introduce our startup pitches.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you very much for this interesting and very emotional points. Guys, we believe this is a good opportunity now for you to show and impress us and the attendees here at the graduation event. This would be kind of final pitch for you. We'll hear now 3 to 5 minute pitches. We'll time you again so we can share with the audience how long your pitch is. And of course, in case of questions from the audience, please do not hesitate to post it in the Q&A or raise your hands, give some comments. We can also upgrade you to a panelist if you want to give some feedback to some of our founders as well. So feel free. Super. And Anton was the bravest today, and he suggested he wants to start first, as usual. So Anton is the one, our founder, with a lot of energy. So Anton, can you check if you can do a screen sharing, please? You should be able.
This will stop other screen sharing. Okay, continue. Yes, I can.
Yes, super.
Okay,
so
I'm ready.
We are ready. Super. Go.
Hello, my name is Anton, and I'm a founder and CEO of The Light Plan. It is difficult for people with little to no business experience to plan their company launch and grow. Here's an example. This is Christine. She's a young college graduate making her first steps to entrepreneurship. She's very scared of everything, scared of losing money, doing something wrong. How do you plan your company launch? What pitfalls to avoid? How to set realistic goals and calculate future expenses? What are those expenses? Countless unknown variables and most likely a whole lot of mistakes and losses wait ahead. So what does she do? She can hire somebody, but it is quite expensive. So she used one of the several business plan constructor tools online, and there are quite a lot of them. The global market of business plan software is estimated to be around $500 million US, pretty significant. However, I have developed a secret sauce which will allow this number to increase even more. Let me introduce to you LightPlan. This is a freemium SaaS which will solve Christine's problem once and for all. Our main product is the operational business plan constructor. Let me show you the core features. Unlike my competitors on LightPlan, Christina will never see an empty canvas to write text. She will have to answer some questions and we generate the text. And yes, this company description is automatically generated. Also, unlike my competitors on LightPlan, Christine have a choice of pre-made solutions to choose from, like this brand awareness strategies, for example. But not only that, different revenue models with a financial projection templates, as well as cost calculation. After exporting the business plan, it will look like that, or like that. LightPlan is a freemium model, and we will provide everyone with opportunity to create simple business plan for free. There are approximately 543,000 new registered small businesses in the US every month. So our total addressable market is $130 million. This competitive landscape slide shows the LightPlan advantage over other software. My name is Anton, and I'm a business strategist with over 10 years of experience with clients from all over the world and from all possible industries. We're looking for $100,000 in exchange of 15% of the company. And we see how LightPlan will become a standard as a start point in every entrepreneurial journey. So join us as we begin it ourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anton. That was actually quite fast, so 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So.
Yeah, okay, any questions?
Sorry, Ben, do you want to say something?
I wanted to say great job. I really see the progress throughout the whole program. I wanted to say personally, but now I can also say in a public forum. So great job, Anton. If anyone has a question, feel free to put them in the chat or in the Q&A tool. Yes, there is actually a question. Business plans are no longer an accepted document for startups. Does the product convert the financial models into an Excel to edit? These are actually two questions. One is like a hypothesis, I would say, business plans are no longer accepted. And the other one is, does the product convert the financial models into an Excel?
Yes, well, it will at some point. Right now, no, but at some point, definitely, you will be able to download the financial model and to work in Excel. However, the LightPlan tool, it is more convenient to work on it because everything will be automatically.
And the if business plans, I think what is meant here, but correct me if I'm wrong, dear questioner, that business plans are not used and required that much anymore as in earlier times.
Well, this is operational business plan. This business plan tool are not for investors. This is for entrepreneur selves. So if you're going to plan your startup, you better plan it good. And there's even studies showed that the startups who have an actual good operational business plan, they have higher success rate in comparison to the startups which does not have a operational business plan.
Okay, I think that answers the question. You can, of course, also write Anton personally if you're interested. We will, if that's okay for all the pictures, send out your contact as well. And you will, of course, show up as graduates on our website then. Okay, Maria.
Okay, great. Thank you, Anton. Of course, yes, if there's some other questions, we'll be happy to answer. Super, Anton. I'm a bit curious why you decided to cut it so short. So you're just at 2.5 minutes. But okay, it was actually very smooth.
Yeah, well, I throw away everything what Rose questions earlier.
Okay, I noticed that. I noticed that. Correct.
I will add the financial. I do have a financial projection, obviously, but I will add it as soon as I have my first traction, so that I can answer the questions more
deeply.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Because I noticed that that you have shortened it, but I also like it in that version as well. And we're looking forward, of course, to hear then the completed one later on. Yeah, after some traction is gained. Super, Anton. We wish you all the best. We are supporting you. And now the next one we would like to invite on the stage is Kopani from Aurora. Kopani, say hello. How are you today?
Fine, completely fine. Thank you. Just sharing my
screen. Please share your screen. And I believe the stage is yours.
Thank you. Yeah, so we're going to be more like in the 5-minute range. But yeah. So hi, my name is Kopani and I'm the founder of Aurora. We are asset management made for decentralized finance. And there's basically a whole new financial system built in front of our eyes, yet there's a lack of understanding and trust among investors towards the world of decentralized finance and digital assets. And consequently, both retail and institutional investors are missing out on great market opportunities and are just completely left behind in the technological development. Our goal is to build a bridge between decentralized finance and the traditional world of investments. We're going to make investments to digital assets simple, transparent, and secure through personalized digital experience. But the easiest way to think of Aurora is that we are a world-class hedge fund built on blockchain infrastructure. Our first product is going to be a token-based decentralized finance fund. And with the single purchase of our token, you're going to receive exposure to the highest quality DeFi projects that are out there. From a technical point of view, we are very similar to an exchange-traded fund at this stage, like the S&P 500. But if you're not convinced, this is our portfolio result for 2021. We achieved almost 5 times growth, and we outperformed Bitcoin by a mile. But we are going to be your average crypto manager. That's not our goal, because we're going to include digital real estate, tokenized private equity, and NFTs to our offering as well. And what's our goal with this? Basically, when somebody is going to talk about decentralized asset management in a few years, we want that Aurora is going to be the first name that comes to their mind. And this leads to our edge. Our goal is to offer secure and consistent portfolios in the world of digital assets. And as we are coming from the hedge fund industry, we know a few things about risk management, and we're going to take it very seriously. Because we are built on blockchain infrastructure, we're going to have basically zero back office costs compared to a traditional bank or asset managers. Fund management, reporting, and compliance are all going to be automated by our smart contract. But probably the most interesting part is our governance. We want to build a strong and loyal community around Aurora. Therefore, our stakeholders are going to have a say in the direction of the company, and they're also going to receive part of our profit. We're going to redistribute it among those who are taking active part in the community. And how do we fit to the market? So we're building Aurora at the intersection of time-tested alternative investments and state-of-the-art technology. We're going to have the portfolio quality of the best hedge funds and the blockchain digital advantage of decentralized finance project. And I believe with this combination, we're going to set new standards for the asset management industry. And who we are building it, basically for everyone who wants to benefit from the new financial order. We do not think that decentralized finance is for the young or for the old, or it's B2B or B2C. Participation in the financial system is a basic human right. And that is why we are building a secure gateway to DeFi at this stage. Now, throughout the past few years, fintech successfully challenged banks and brokers, and asset managers are next on the list. Therefore, the real opportunity we offer is to be a front runner with us in shaking up the 75 trillion asset management sector. Our roadmap. So in a matter of weeks, we're going to open our decentralized finance fund for the public that you saw a minute ago. From the next stage is to list our token on an exchange in order to gain more scalability and growth. And in parallel, we're going to build our ecosystem to retain all our customers. And you heard a lot about the project, but I would like to introduce myself as well. So after finishing my studies in London and in Vienna, I started my career at the hedge fund team of Morgan Stanley. Most recently, I was part of the consulting team of PwC, and in parallel, I'm also a lecturer at the FH Wiener Neustadt. We're looking for partners and seed capital. Therefore, if you raise your interest, please get in touch with us after the event. Thank you.
Super, Kopani, thank you. Applause. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Actually, great timing. Yes, a little bit more towards the 5-minute range. I really loved the new slides, especially for the performance one and for the product. I like that angle. Let's see if we have some questions or comments.
By the way, you can put your questions also in, because we have a Q&A at the end. So if you still make up your mind now, it doesn't have to come in right now, the question.
Okay, good. Then thank you, Kopani, very much.
Great progress.
Having said that, we wanted to continue with some female presence. Valeria, would you be ready to jump in next, please?
Sure.
Super.
Let's share my screen.
Yes, now we are going in a little bit different direction. So we are ready when you are.
Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Great. Hello, everyone. I'm the founder and CEO of Light Up Impact, and my name is Valeria. I am a cancer research scientist and a passionate social entrepreneur at Boehringer Ingelheim. In fact, last year I co-founded Together Women Can, a social entrepreneurship initiative aiming to bring cervical cancer prevention and sexual health education for women in Kenya. It was during this journey that I became really passionate about the problem of women's health. In fact, in Africa, women account for half of the deaths of all women worldwide. And this is just because these women are lacking access to basic healthcare services and to education. Well, I asked myself, how is it possible that in 2021, we're still progressing so slowly to solve this problem? I will tell you why. I investigated the problem in Kenya, and what I found out is that of all the social organizations that are working in women's health and gender equality, 10,000 of them are still at an early stage. So they're early stage founders like Golda Yoda, who every day is trying to teach girls in rural Kenya about menstrual health. And yet Golda is lacking visibility, credibility that she needs to secure funding and increase her impact. We at Light Up Impact want to help founders like Golda by building an online networking platform to help all early stage social organizations with a focus on women's health and empowerment in Kenya increase visibility and their impact. As part of our services, the founders will have a membership to the Light Up Impact community, which is currently a Facebook group where founders are sharing, learning together and discussing. We also feed them with events, knowledge, and opportunities. We will organize for them mentoring chapters on key topics for social organizations that are at an early stage. And most importantly, we will organize events and annual summit with corporate partners. This is when the founders can showcase their impact with talks, with pitching sessions and posters. We will facilitate matchmaking and we will engage the employees from the corporate partners with our founders to exchange know-how and skills. With our services, we bring value to our customers. Social organizations gain visibility, mentoring, funding opportunities, collaborations, and of course, they increase their impact. For the corporates, apart from visibility, we help them to increase their social impact footprint. We engage their employees and we trigger a social entrepreneurial behavior and we facilitate collaborations. Central to our network is the partnerships that we have created and that we will create. We collaborate with corporates, with universities, and with expert social enterprises. We are a social impact startup, so at the core of our business is the impact we create through our actions. We have a focus on the Sustainable Development Goals of good health and well-being, gender equality, education, and partnership for the goals. Our business model is based on subscriptions that the founders will pay and also the corporate partners in our network monthly. The current market for early stage social entrepreneurs globally is a large one and it's growing. And more specifically in Kenya, our target market of early stage social organization working in women's health and empowerment currently accounts for 10,000 organizations. We have also thought how to get to the market. We will use our existing network in Kenya, social media channels, and direct scouting to acquire our customers to build the community. We will then organize meetups and community events to test our services, get feedback, and also test the business model. In parallel, we will have free webinars with partners to promote our services. Currently, we have built the Light Up Impact community. In only 2 weeks, we have 44 members and 32 founders. Next, we want to increase the number of partners and also the community members. And our next release will be the mentoring chapters and the events with corporates. By the end of 2023, we have the ambition to scale to other countries. Currently, there's competition out there, but we are different from them. We are targeting a niche in women's health. We have a track record of success in social entrepreneurs and engaging corporates, and we have a strong and motivated team. In fact, apart from myself, Hervé will be helping us with business development and partnerships. Kevin is a founder himself of a social organization in Kenya. He's helping us to build a network. Chris is the community manager of the Facebook group, and Jennifer is currently scouting customers from Kenya. Thank you so much for your attention, and we're looking for corporate partners, so please feel free to reach out. We would love to tell you more about Light Up Impact.
Super, thank you. 4 minutes, 40 seconds. So seems that all of you guys are pretty good in time. That's
well, after pounding them into having proper timing for like 12 weeks. But yeah, great job. I also see very focused, good example, making it also emotional, the whole thing, and also showing that this is an opportunity in a, I mean, it can also show in a growing market. It's like really an opportunity for something that is not really tackled properly yet. So very impressive as well. Thank you, Valeria. Great progress all around. So double thumbs up. Are there any questions or anything? Or Maria, do you want to still any comments?
I just wanted to mention, yeah, Valeria, I just also send you a request on the Facebook group as well. Would be lovely. I mean, I see that I know the focus is specifically for the founders, but I believe, I mean, especially for accelerators like ours, it's going to be good from our side to have a presence and to see how the situation is moving there and how is the group growing. And of course, if you need support for some sharing and events and so on, we'll be there for you. So please accept my invitation on Facebook. Yeah, you can share it here also. Share it, please, in the chat. Let's start from somewhere, right? Super.
Yes.
Good. Are there any questions from the audience? As mentioned, use the Q&A tool or the chat, and you have time till towards the end of this event. But if not,
then we have one general question in the panel. Maybe we can answer before we continue, or what do you think?
Is every startup going to set up a business in Vienna, or just a program happening in Vienna and the foundation somewhere else? So that's an interesting one, because we had a lot of participants also from abroad. The Founder Institute network, wherever we have already chapters, we can also provide support for founding there. Of course, we have, the three of us have more expertise in founding in Vienna, but the expectation is not that it has to be in Austria and Vienna. The expectation is that by the end of the program, there is a incorporation, and we try to support it as well as we can with materials, with legal support. So it doesn't have to be in Vienna.
Super. Thank you, Zoran. We hope that was understandable. We'll share some links for the Founder Institute website as well, so you can read most of the details there as well. In the meantime, we can continue. Miroslav, would it be convenient for you to continue?
Yes.
Super.
Can you see my screen?
Super. So now we're continuing a little bit on the sustainable topics. Yes, I do see it, and we are ready whenever you are.
All right, thank you. Welcome, everybody. My name is Miroslav Ranček, and I'm co-founder of Evergreen Farms, the Tesla of vertical farming. In Evergreen, we believe that sustainable future is possible today. But first, let me start with a simple question. Do you really know how does your food get on the table? Thanks to our globalized world, we are facing a lot of problems. For example, one of them is that the food is traveling 1,000+ kilometers to get on our plate. And in this process, every minute, 40 tons of food is discarded. Another huge problem is that 1 of 10 people fall sick every year due to eating contaminated food. And there is also a climate change. The agriculture is responsible for 26% of all greenhouse gas emissions. Our solution is a hydroponic vertical farm that is first powered by renewable energy. In our case, is a solar energy, which is then stored both virtually and physically. And our AI and IoT systems are managing that we achieve highest efficiency, quality, and performance. Our product, it's leafy greens, herb, microgreens, strawberries, soft fruits, and edible flowers. Then our business model is based on a recurring revenue model. We want to focus on small and medium businesses, which will be bars, restaurants, fine dining, pharmaceutics, and in general, eco-friendly food businesses. Our aim is to make a tailor-made orders for our clients, schedule them upon 2 to 3 weeks ahead, and schedule it on our website. Our market size, the European vertical farming market is falling behind the American and Asian one, and was valued at 0.85 billion in 2020. However, it is expected to grow by 22% by 2025. Our total addressable market within 300-kilometer radius, as you can see on the picture, lives 50 million people, and it's located in 6 multiple capital European cities. Our competitors, we have divided this between innovation-driven farming companies, traditional farming companies, and technology providers and technology users. And the main difference between us and other vertical farms is that we are innovation-driven, trying to power us with a sustainable energy, and we are technological users, not providers. Our USPs, thanks to our AI, we are aiming for a constant improvement, which means that our harvest will be better in 1 month thanks to AI. We are institution-backed because recently we have made a partnership with Ares University in the Netherlands, in Dronten. And we are also aiming for lower operational cost than our competitors and superior products and customer responsiveness. All right. We are currently in the first stage. As I already mentioned, we made a partnership with the University of Dronten. We have already built our first prototype, and we are in talks with multiple clients to sell our first produce. We are aiming to get the second stage by a few months from here to finish the pre-seed incubator and start building the second prototype, which will test the large scale production, and it will be in a shipping container. And by the third stage, we'd like to build the proof of concept and project rollout in Slovakia. Meet our team. It's me and my fellow co-founder, Viktor Kulčar. We are both students in Amsterdam. However, we also have multiple business expectations to grow. We have also built our team of advisors here in Netherlands, and our partners, as already mentioned, Ares University and Holland University, Slovak government, Western Slovakian Energetics, and IGS. Our ask is seed investments of 50,000 euros in exchange for 6% of a stake in our company to build the second prototype and start working on a proof of our concept. That will be everything from my side. If you got any other questions, don't hesitate to ask us or contact us on our email. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miroslav, for 4 minutes 30 seconds, sharp as the others.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, I also love the visuals. I think I mentioned that already before, but they also improved very much. And I just, green is my favorite color. I'm sorry also for my short circuit before with the name, Evergreen Farms. Please forgive me for that. I will buy some produce maybe, or there's a question from the audience. What is the AI doing actually? Can you explain it briefly?
Yes, AI is working in cooperation with IoT systems, basically with other sensors and cameras that are scanning the produce, and it can tell us, for example, something is going wrong with this produce. We have to send our guy to solve the problem. Or, for example, it is also taking care of the whole growing cycle. So it knows exactly what spectrum of light and how much nutrients each plant needs at the right time. And our crops is thanks to this harvested all the time at the best time for the crops.
Okay, impressive. That sounds like the science fiction series. You should call it Mother, the AI. There's one on HBO right now. Anyway, are there any more questions in the team or comments? Also not from our participants? No? Okay, then great job from my side again. Maria, any other comments?
No, super good development also at the slides, Miro. So this time you decided that only you will pitch. Here is also Miro's co-founder, Victor, as well. So he's also great in pitching. Sometimes, I mean, you can consider doing it together as well. It would be lovely to see both your faces or split it sometimes. We didn't have the chance to do that during the Founder Institute because, of course, you wanted to use every opportunity to train yourselves, but could be a good option, yeah, for the future as well. And now I see you have also decided on the 6% for the 50,000. Okay, good. Good ask, and we keep fingers crossed for you. So Anton says that Miro, next time you should pitch inside the farm. Let's see, yeah, or next to a lattice.
Next time.
I mean, showing the produce, of course, could be beneficial. Super, guys. Thank you so much. And then we continue with a very lovely startup and a very lovely lady, Maria.
Here I am.
Are you here?
So funny.
Yes.
January this year, I was joining as an audience and as a joining as a startup.
Okay. Now we
Okay.
need you.
Perfect. So let me just share my
Mhm.
screen.
Oh, where are you actually? In a very interesting
I
location.
am at the Talent Garden. This is
Oh.
called, this is the beer room. You can see that.
Okay, good.
Because today is celebration, right? So if
Super.
it's the theme.
Okay.
Alrighty, so happy to see everybody, and I'm ready to start.
Please, the stage is yours.
Okay, so I'll just reduce this one right here. Hold on a second. Yeah, perfect. So hi, my name is Maria. Also Maria, I'm from Spain. I'm a teacher. I have two passions, traveling and teaching Spanish. In my journey as a teacher, I met many students who are not motivated to learn Spanish, since they find the traditional way of teaching Spanish, which is based on textbooks and grammar, not engaging enough, but rather boring. And many of the apps we all know, like Busuu, Duolingo, don't solve the problem. Do you know, for instance, that more than 90% of the users who install the app stop using them after 30 days? This is because we don't find it engaging enough. But virtually everyone I know has some favorite songs who likes to play over and over and can help by get the song stuck in the head. This is called by scientists earworms or brain itch. And this is why songs get stuck in our heads better than the spoken words. And it's scientifically proven that teaching Spanish with music or teaching languages with music is more effective. One of these students who couldn't learn Spanish in the traditional way, forcefully memorizing grammar tables and words, was Marcus. Marcus is a sales manager from Austria. Because he likes Spanish music, he decided, and because he tried everything in the past, he decided to give Música Lingua e-learning platform a try. So after signing up, he decided to learn Spanish with the song Despacito, because he's a fan of Luis Fonsi. First, he will listen and connect emotionally with the song and find part of the lyrics that resonate with him. Then he will learn new words with the help of flashcards. Then he will he will improve his listening and skills with the help of filling the gaps lyrics exercises. Then it's time to improve his pronunciation and his writing skills. Because he has enjoyed the experience, he decides to sign up for the 3 months from zero to hero or from zero to conversational 3-month challenge. So what he get? He will get e-learning platform access to all the courses based on songs. He will also attend all the weekly webinars, challenges, and of course, joining the community of music lovers. And now it's your turn. Do you know, for instance, that Spanish is spoken in more than 20 countries? And that there are more than 470 million Spanish speakers in the world? So we are a team of 2. I'm Maria, I'm a Spanish teacher, as I told you before, and Vincent is our CTO. This is our traction so far. So as I told you, we joined December. We started December last year, and we have created a prototype with the song Despacito, and we are planning to launch June. And our ask is join our community, tell your all Spanish books that you are coming back together, and join us. Save on the calendar, June 2021.
Great. I love
you.
the visuals, I have to say. Very playful, really motivating to get started. So yeah, again, also great progress. Maria, yeah, you wanted to say something?
3 minutes and a half only. So this is a shorter version than the last time, definitely.
I cut a couple of slides, thought that maybe I had the time.
I see that. I see. Okay, I definitely like it. But just in case, I mean, you have still a minute and something to convince the people that your idea is something worth checking, trying, and so on. Think about it. And I definitely very much loved. There was one of the first speeches when you really actually played the song at a certain point. So think about that as well in the future. It was really something different, something that I have not experienced very often. Am I right, Ben, or what do you think?
Yes, I just wanted to say, yeah, that was something that catches the attention. So it's the equivalent of pitching in the or next to the lettuce vertical farm, so to say. from yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Super. And regarding what are you asking for or looking for at the end, Maria, this time it's you have just noted June 2021.
So regarding my ask, right now we are early stage. We're looking for people to join our community.
Okay. Just to make sure, and for our attendees to kind of to understand what you might be looking for. Great, super.
Okay, So if you've seen, there were 5 graduating companies, but actually 7 people here. So they working together on this. Very exciting progress. I really have to say, like all of them, and congratulations to all of you. The progress is very visible. Like the pitches are really on point, sharp, clear asks. Really, really applause from my side, because this was really, and also simply from the last few weeks to today is like a huge progress for some of you. So it was interesting to observe the development, especially you can always see it from the pitch side as well, because every session we do, I mean, we do sessions on marketing, etc., but every session we additionally also have pitches and pitch feedback. And it was like pitches were like started like a bit fluffy, not so clear, then they became very well, then they went a bit too crazy. Some people put so much stuff in, and now it's really on point for everyone. So great job everyone on this. I think with this you shouldn't have any problems raising any funding for your projects and your companies. Cool. Having said that, if anyone is interested in the audience to join us, check out Founder Institute Austria, fe.co. What we're going to do now, and let's see how many people will be there. We will do for the next 15 to 30 minutes a networking on AirMeet, which is an entirely new tool. So I hope some of you will also get to know or see this as an opportunity to get to know that. Maria just posted the link on the chat. If you follow this link, you will get into the AirMeet, and there you will be able to sit on tables to talk with 2-3 people, 2-3-4 people in a more intimate setting, and just talk about entrepreneurship. How was the Founder Institute? How is it to go through the program, or just anything, maybe questions on the startups, anything that might come to your mind. So yeah, just follow the AirMeet link. And with that, the official frontal part is actually over. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I'm a bit sad to now have this batch finished. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how all of you develop further. Yeah, it was a great working with all of you. And thank you very much. Also, thank you to all the mentors. Some of them have been here today as well as attendees. Yeah, great job, everyone. And thank you from my side. Maria, Manuel?
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you. Thank you once again, guys. I mean, the journey is not over. Of course, you still have dedicated support from Founder Institute also for the future, for the ones of you who graduate, for the ones of you who will continue in the next cohort. Let's see, you all have, access to our events, access to our mail list, access to our amazing mentors, also in the future. So that's really great. And yeah, it was a journey also for us as leaders of the program, and we really hope we'll stay in touch with you also for the future and support you, track your progress, and be with you. Thank you.
Yes, I also would like to say thank you, especially for sure to the founders, and especially to all the mentors. I can see some of them being very actively in the program, and also joining us here for this for checking the actual final pitches. So thanks. I hope that you will, and also partners. I also can see some partners here. I hope that you will still do the next chapter with us, and hope that you will still be that active as you were in this chapter. It was a very nice journey for us, and it will definitely be another journey. And looking forward to yeah, stay in touch with everybody and yeah, go the next step.
So
Thank
let's
you.
all go to AirMeet and have an evening beer or a glass of wine and chat a little bit. Huh? It's time. Okay, thank you.
Great. See you on AirMeet. Just click on the link and see you there. Thank you.
Bye.